While nude photo shoots by young Hollywood actresses are commonplace these days, ones by celebrities over 60 still shock the public. We can't help but ask, why are they doing it? What exactly are they trying to prove or gain at this age? We are going to answer those questions in this video as we count down the 8 celebrities over 60 who have proudly posed nude. Number 8. Carmen Del Orifice. With a record of over 70 years in the fashion industry, Carmen Del Orifice is easily the oldest model in any conversation. She was discovered at the early age of 13 by a photographer's wife, and Carmen has learned to sharpen her art to draw attention. In 2022, the 91-year-old American model sent a shocking wave around the industry when nude portraits of her were released as part of a campaign for New You magazine. While she was praised by many for defying all stereotypes about older women appreciating their bodies, a handful of critics were just not impressed. They preached that Carmen agreeing to do a nude photo shoot at that age only supported the claims that women's values were tied to their physical appearances, even as they got older. Carmen chose to ignore them, so all we are left with are imperfect speculations. The only things she confessed were the secrets to her timeless beauty. According to the model, throughout the years, she has been open to exploring different ways and methods to nurture her body, artificial or natural. That's what we should do with ourselves. Nurture ourselves, love ourselves, and give that kind of energy to ourselves, she said. In one of the nude portraits shot by celebrity photographer Fadil Berisha, Carmen can be seen lying across a bed with a pair of nude-colored underwear with a chest loosely wrapped by a white blanket, all while looking at a side of the room away from the camera. According to the model, she was only able to come up with a concept like that because of how talented her photographer was. Carmen still holds the Guinness World Record for having the longest career as a catwalk model from 2008. Today, Carmen is the perfect embodiment of elegance and longevity in the fashion world, and her nude portraits provide resounding testaments around body positivity and the celebration of aging. Number 7. Helen Mirren. Helen Mirren is a celebrated face in the entertainment industry, and although the actress has found herself entangled in a lot of critical issues like drug addiction and open sexual relationships, her nude pictorials remain a very popular topic of discussion. Helen has never been afraid to bare it all in front of the camera, but very much like Carmen Del Orifice, Helen always knew the perfect response for critics who would not stop talking about what she did with her body. Just a month shy of her 65th birthday, the dame made a splash on the internet with an almost nude picture of herself in milky bathwater. Her nipples were seen, and that was enough to cause the measure of trouble she needed. In response to critics who argued that pictures like that were inappropriate for a woman of her age, Mirren said, "I'm still the little girl in my bedroom, laughing away at the nude photographs that I had taken of myself. There's a part of me that just doesn't give a damn." As expected, the actress was applauded by even many more for once again breaking standards around older women and their sexuality. In Hollywood, Mirren has some of her notable nude scenes in films like Age of Consent, Caligula, and most recently, the 2010 movie Love Ranch. At 79, the dame seems to no longer enjoy posing naked in front of cameras. She has continued to choose to keep the privates private. Number 6. Suzanne Somers. It has been almost 5 decades, but most people still remember the bubbly and energetic Chrissy Snow from the television sitcom Three's Company. That was American actress Suzanne Somers, and yes, she appeared nude many times in her career, even after she turned 60. The first time the actress explicitly advertised her assets would be in the 1973 drama film American Graffiti. She fell in love with the attention she got, so she took an even bolder step with Playboy magazine in their 1977 issue, and then she stopped for a while. Somers then continued to refuse the many requests from directors and producers to take off her clothes until 2017. In an Instagram post on her 73rd birthday, the actress shared a nude picture of herself seated in a field of flowers, and everyone was shocked at her guts. To Somers, this was her support for the many injustices older women face because of their bodies in today's society. Suzanne hoped that showcasing her assets would be enough motivation for women who were shy of their bodies. "I think women should feel beautiful at every age," she said. "I wanted to show that our bodies can still be beautiful as we get older." Suzanne also confessed that she takes over 60 vitamins a day and has detailed exercise routines to maintain her beauty. Unfortunately, on October 15, 2023, just a day shy of her 77th birthday, Suzanne Somers died of complications from breast cancer. At the time of her death, she had an estimated net worth of $100 million. Number 5. Sharon Stone. Sharon Stone is an American actress who became incredibly popular for opening and closing her legs in Basic Instinct. She was 34 years old at the time, and many people argued that she could never pull a splash as big as that again. But Stone knew exactly what to do. She waited until she was 60 before making it happen. In a publication by fashion magazine Harper's Bazaar, the actress bared it all once again, but this time for a more noble cause. Along with the strings of nude pictorials were detailed accounts of Stone's struggle to regain her place in the spotlight after Basic Instinct. From her narration, she suffered a terrible brain hemorrhage in 2001 that made her extremely forgetful, so she always struggled to remember her lines even after many hours of practice, until the directors were left with no choice but to drop her. According to her, the silver lining in this story was that the experience taught her to improve other aspects of her person, and not only just the sex appeal. She said, "I thought, you know what? I got thrown off the bullet train, and now I'm going to have to crawl up a hill of broken glass, get back on the train that's going 1,000,000 miles an hour, and work my way from the cattle car up." But many people were still not convinced. They argued that the nude portraits were another desperate attempt to hit the headlines. As that continued, other social media critics raised caution against making her a symbol of empowerment for women, especially if that's not the position she takes up in the article. Stone refused to give any voice to those speculations, as she seems to have chosen to place strict limitations on her public appearances. Number 4. Jane Fonda. Jane Fonda might just be the most decorated celebrity on today's list. With 2 Academy Awards, 7 Oscars, 2 British Academy Film Awards, and a host of other honors, there is really no question about Fonda's acting talent. But just as popular would be her many choices to bear it on screen time and time again. This is believed to be a consequence of her deeply rooted sense of feminism and body positivity. In 2001, the actress was caught nude on the cover of New York magazine to promote her book My Life So Far. She was 63, and this was probably the wildest decision she had ever taken. Luckily, she was not going to have many regrets about it. In one of her interviews after the shoot, she said, "I think it's very important to show that it's okay to be naked at any age. I want to be a role model for women to feel good about themselves at any age." Before 63, Fonda also had notable nude scenes in movies like Clute, Coming Home, and Julia. The actress is currently 86 years old, and quite interestingly, she still retains almost all of her electrifying youthful qualities. Last we checked, Jane Fonda had an estimated net worth of $200 million. Number 3. Demi Moore. Demi Moore is next on the list, and unlike many we've seen so far, Moore needed a little persuasion before she would agree to go naked in front of the camera. In 2024, the actress bared it all for her latest feature, The Substance, which she described as a vulnerable experience. According to Moore, she only did it because the contract demanded it. In a press conference at the Cannes Film Festival, the actress also confessed that the process was easier because she had co-star Margaret Qualley, who she credited for putting her at ease when it came to stripping down. "We obviously were quite close, naked, and we also got a lot of levity in those moments at how absurd those certain situations were," Moore said. "It was a very vulnerable experience and just required a lot of sensitivity and a lot of conversation about what we were trying to accomplish." Moore seemed to have calmed the situation, but things, however, got heated up again when Margaret was asked about the nude scenes with Demi Moore. Qualley reported that it was one of her favorite parts of the film, and it was no problem having a naked Demi Moore on her. This sparked rumors that suggested the 2 celebrities maintained a secret romance, but this was far from it. While Demi Moore is currently single, she has been in 3 failed marriages with men. So it was easy to draw perspectives from this as an answer to the wild rumors. You should know that both Moore and Qualley have spoken very little about this. Before 2024, Moore had also appeared nude in a few of her other features. The first was the 1995 The Scarlet Letter. Then the following year, she stripped down as a former FBI secretary turned stripper for striptease. And by the end of the production, she was paid a whopping $12.5 million, making her the highest paid actress at the time. Unfortunately, striptease was a critical and box office failure. Number 2. Anne Reid. 68-year-old British actress Anne Reid was seen topless in a sex scene with actor Daniel Craig, and after the shooting, she confessed that she was reduced to tears. The Last Tango in Halifax star was cast as an older woman who was in a romance with a younger man in the 2003 movie, and the script demanded that she bear it all in one of their scenes. According to the actress, the anxiety of preparing for the role took a toll on her, and this was why she could not control her tears after it happened. In an interview with Kirsty Young on Desert Island Discs, she said, "The night before, I had a lot of drink on my own in the flat, and I stripped, and I stood in front of a mirror and thought, tomorrow I'm going to have to show this." After she said this, Anne confessed that she started to cry until she was consoled by her son. "I sort of managed to pull myself together, but it was scary," the actress concluded. Fortunately, the role was going to compensate her for all the troubles as she won the London Critics' Circle Award for her performance, along with several other notable nominations. Anne Reid is currently 89 years old, and she has never attempted another nude shoot since 2003. Number 1. Charlotte Rampling. English actress Charlotte Rampling describes herself as a simple and complicated person. She's also part of the league of celebrities who are fighting against an ageist society. Rampling has never had a problem with showing too much in front of a camera, even after 60. In 2008, she posed naked with model Raquel Zimmerman for Teller in front of the Mona Lisa, and the actress proved that she was prepared for anything that would follow. "People might say the pictures we did together are strange and weird," she said, "but there was nothing perverse. It was all done in an open, loving way, like kids playing." The actress was 63, and she was having the time of her life. The next time we would see her naked again was 8 years later in the Italian drama film Hannah. She was 71 at the time. For her performance, Charlotte won the Volpe Cup for Best Actress at the 74th Venice International Film Festival. However, this is not even her most controversial role. It only caused such a stir because she was getting old. Back in her youthful days, Rampling was cast in the war drama film The Night Porter. And in more scenes than one, the actress had all of her assets on full display. Charlotte Rampling is currently 78 years old, and while she has been very quiet in recent years, many people don't believe that she is truly repentant. So they expect her to jump on better opportunities to advertise her goods in the future. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our other videos of beautiful actresses from the yesteryears on the end screen below.